Hello friends, we are going to learn about the std bind function. So this is basically a function that is provided by a standard library function from the C++. So this we'll see that how we can make use of this one, and what are the means how means so in our day-to-day programming how we can make use of this one. So this function is provided in that include there's a functional library header file. So to make use of this one, I have to use the function header library for this one. And then see so suppose I there is a function here. I'm just taking a function, and that function that is a I just making a print function, and that take two arguments, int a and int b. Okay, and then I just want to print whatever the parameter I'm passing to this one. So this one, and then bstd end of line, and then I'll see here what I'm doing. I'm creating one lambda one std function. So suppose I this is give me a callable function. So I'm just making this one, and then I'm making std bind. So I'm basically std bind, what it does is bind with all the parameter, means along with the function I can bind with the number of argument, and this number of argument I can provide at a later point of time, not necessarily at this point in time. So suppose here I just bound this with this two 1 and 2, and then if I make a call this function bound this callable function, and if I'll just make it build it now. So I'm building the solution, and you can see that I'm binding this function the print, and what are the parameters I'm passing here, 1 and 2. So and it will be basically call this my print function, and it will be print that output of whatever parameter I'm passing there. So if you can see here, so here I'm getting a equal to 1 and b equal to 2 I'm getting. So this is just a simple example of our std bind function. So now we'll see that what are the means the std bind function have like a placeholder, right? So that can be basically used for runtime, and whenever I want to call that with the parameter, I can call with the placeholder. So suppose this is the same function I have, and then I just here declare the callable function and stprint, and I want to make this parameter this one. So this is the sequence will be like this one. So I just make my placeholder like so I'm just making a placeholder here, and then I'm just passing 2. Okay, and now and later point of time, as you can see that I mentioned that placeholder. So now here I'll not deciding here right here this moment only that which parameter means what is the value I'll pass here. I'll decide at runtime, means whenever from I'll call this function, I'll put that parameter and then I'll call this function. So here you can see that I'm getting here that I need to pass the placeholder function. So suppose here I pass the 2. Okay, and then if you see that what is happening here, I'm creating a place, means here is creating the placeholder, and then second argument I'm passing here, and then after that I'm calling, and then this 12 will be placed on this place, and then callable already created, and then go to this print function, and then it will be print that value. So if I build it, so I'm building here, and if you can see it, I'm going to just print it. So yeah, you can see it, whatever the value a equal to 12 I'm getting, and b equal to 12. So this is the just basic example of a lambda function and placeholder. Okay, so now this is the without any object or any class I want to making. Suppose I have a scenario, just suppose I have a scenario, I can make use of this std bind function make inside that a class also. So how will you bind that member function with anything. So suppose I have a class, I'm creating class printer function. Okay, in this one I have a function, public function I'm writing, and this one I have a function void print, same function I'm writing, int int means int we can say that value. Okay, and then after doing this one I'm just printing std out that okay, and then I am printing that value. So this is the place where I am printing, and now I need to create that my std bind function according to the for this class printer. So then how we can create. So first to call this one, because we cannot call directly until unless we are creating the object. So suppose I'm just creating the object on here, I'm creating printer. Okay, and then I'm just creating auto and binding member function, and then I'm making use of std bind, and then after that I'm using that which function so this function belong to this my print function, and then after that I need to pass that print means object. So I'm just passing address, sorry, is coming here. So I pass that object, and then I want to some placeholder here. Okay, so I just want placeholder, so I just made it it should be a placeholder for why this is coming placeholder. Okay, so anyway, I just made it placeholder, and then after that I'm just here I just call this function, and then I am from here I'm just calling this function. Okay, so binding function, member function, and then I pass here 12, and then I'm just calling this one. So you'll see that I'll show you basically how what are the means of advantage how inside a member function. So see, you can see that pass value to member function of print is 12. So this is how we make make inside that inside our member function, how you can make use of this one. So this is the one advantage of std bind function. Now you are seeing that basically how we can make use of this one is inside that callback. So suppose this is the one class you have created, and there is a function this void and this is I'm calling this callback caller. This is so we are means what we want to do that we have created this callback caller. Then you will see that how we can make use of. So we created a printer. Here inside printer we have a method print, and then I just created this bind function, and I made this placeholder for this one, and then I created this callback caller that take the type as function void, and because we need to pass the signature of this parameter, so this is not, returning nothing but taking one value. So I just make a signature of this one, and then after that what I need to do, I'll just from here I call this callback. So I just call back and I'll pass that method 234 suppose, and then I need to call this one. So I make call from this one. So I in callback caller, in callback caller I will pass this binding function, and then you'll see that. And now what will happen, first we created object, and then based on that object we created a function for this print function of this printer, and we created a callable object, and then we'll pass this as a this caller, and then once the caller will call, and I'll perform some operation here, like do something here, and then I want to inform that like you can make use of event handling. I'll come up with an example event handling for just understand the basics how this callback works. Okay, so now I'll just build this solution, and then after that we'll see that now we can see that our solution is getting built. So now I'll just print it. So sorry, I'll just control F5 press. Here you can see that output is coming 234, whatever we have passed from here 234, and I'm able to print this one. So suppose this is what we can make use of this one. So suppose this is what basically we can make use of this std bind function in callback kind of thing. So that's all. And if you want to more detail and more use cases of this callback function, you can do comment. Based on that I'll create another video for this std bind function, and I'll post that video. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. That will help me to motivate to create more video